Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Serious problem ensued in the palace of the Oni of Ife, as we are hearing, if the information is true, that the problem is between Oletik and one Ayaba. Now, there is a very beautiful Ayaba that is in the palace. They say she's about the most beautiful, very curvy right there in the palace. And Oni of Ife likes this girl so much because she is young and very beautiful. As we are hearing what is going on, they say she is doing a CNA course in the US. Now, what is CNA? CNA is Certified Nursing Assistant. These are people who work with RN nurses. RN nurses are registered nurses, all LPN nurses, that licensed practitioner, license LPN. Okay, LPN are licensed practitioner nurses, right? So for those who do not know, the CNA nurses are the ones who work hand in hand with the RN nurses and licensed practitioner nurses. Now, what these CNA nurses are very close to the patient, and so they get information, data, and other things, and they relate this information to RN nurses. So RN nurses work with the information that the CNA nurses give to them. Now, CNA nurses are the ones who do the vital signs and everything, all of the follow-up, other things that the patient might not want to express to the RN nurses. Most times they feel comfortable to express them to the CNA nurses. They are very, very important. Like in every hospital, you have RN nurses, and as a matter of fact, their role is very essential too in the hospital. So now they say this lady, this Ayaba, is in the US, that she is doing a CNA program in the US. So as we are speaking right now, she is in the palace of the Oni of Ife. But they said the Oni of Ife likes this Ayaba very well because the girl is extremely brilliant, extremely intelligent, okay? And so most times, or recently, before Naomi came back to the picture, they say Kabiyesi will call for the girl. They say her name is Bose, right? And she's very young, very, very young, but as in absolutely gorgeous, right? And so Kabiyesi will call for the girl will go and sit there with other people. They will be talking. You know, Kabiyesi is a man around town. He likes having conversation. He's very intelligent. And one thing that Kabiyesi loves so much is women who are smart and intelligent. So that when they told them Oloris that Kabiyesi was coming back from China today, is it today or yesterday? I'm not sure. Now, they said Oloris had to prepare for Kabiyesi. But then again, they also got information that Kabiyesi is expecting Olori Naomi in the palace. And so what happened was that the Oloris, they now went and started preparing to look the best for the Oni of Ife. You know that normally they will not put that kind of effort to look the best for the Oni of Ife, but they had to do what they had to do. Reason being that they want to outlook Olori Naomi. You know, anything that has to do with Olori Naomi in the picture, it kind of intimidate them and all of that. Do you understand? And so now they said during this time out, something happened with a girl who is very good in doing this gele thing in the palace. So usually they use that girl, they call her to come and put the pins in their gele and all of these things. So it was Oletik who sent for the girl, but by the time Oletik sent for the girl had already gone into town in Ile-Ife. So Oletik became very agitated that the girl was not coming on time. And Oletik came to the open area where she was calling and going around, trying to call on the girl. And they said, this boss now said, who wears gele to welcome their husband? And they said, according to what happened, as we are hearing, they say Oletik got upset. Oletik went straight to the girl and gave the girl a very dirty slap. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the sources still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you so much. I love you and show I do well with my people. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is what we are hearing, who wears gele to welcome their husband, local queens. They said that was what the girl said, and Oletik went and gave this girl a dirty slap. Now, when the girl started crying and screaming, they said info got to the mother. The mother is a member of the royal family, and she is a chairperson of something women association. The woman is quite big, like holds a place traditionally, and the woman could not take it. And the woman came back, and they said the woman was blowing brimstone and thunder, watered down Oletik's behavior, and the woman was very sad. Now, when I got this information, I asked, I said, what mother would not reprimand their daughter for talking to a queen that way? Yes, let's agree. We call a spade a spade. We agree that people may not necessarily like the queen, but this is your Kabiesi's wife. And so if you have the audacity to speak to her that way, you deserve the slap, for crying out loud. But they said no, that the woman was not necessarily angry that the slap was given to Bosse. They said the woman was angry that that kind of display, public display of anger is not suitable for a queen, that they are dragging Kabiesi's name to the mud, that what she did there in the palace, she could have done it outside, and then people will start dragging Kabiesi yet again, that she ought to have controlled her temper, she ought to have probably waited for her husband, or probably sent somebody to call her, that's Iyabose, and she would have come to meet her so that, of course, to get this information, that she is a queen. She should know how to control her anger. And if the information we are hearing is the truth, they said that Oletik's number one problem is anger. She's always angry and angry. And sometimes you get some of this information, you want to even think that it might be a lie, but you see her disposition when she's outside. Her face is always very strong, like as if she's fighting with anybody. She would have painted her mouth with that black thing that she used to put there. She was just a young girl. She's young. She's very beautiful, but the way she has made herself, she's looking like one twins that is 60 years old. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that is how she looks because of the way she carries herself. Look at some of the Oloris who are always smiling and all of that. They look pleasant. For crying out loud, someone should talk to her. But they said this, Bosse gave her woto, and they say Kabiesi is very displeased over what has happened. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.